Hi everyone. Ascend now offers the ability to be able to customize your appointment colors based on the procedure code rather than only based on the provider color. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can manage your appointment colors in your practice and make sure they're set up to the way that you'd like them to be. To get us started, we just want to head up to settings in the top right hand corner, and then down on the left hand column underneath location, you'll find there's now a new option called appointment colors. We're just going to go ahead and click into there. Now, the first thing that you'll see is the option to be able to select a color layout, and there are multiple different options, and you can see that there is a legend to easily determine which one you would prefer to use. So this first one that's currently selected is just setting the appointment color to the provider color, as you can see here. The next one is going to be the provider color as the main color, but then this little strip on the left hand side is going to be an additional provider color, and so on. So as you can see, the ones that are related to the procedure color are the ones in purple. So you can have the entire appointment color just based on the procedure color if you would like. Alternatively, you can also have the procedure color as the main color with the provider down the left hand side, or you can have that swapped over where on the left hand side is the procedure color, but then the main color is still the provider color. It is absolutely up to you and your practice what you would like to choose. This setting is location wide, so just keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by just selecting this option here. That's the one that I like, and that's having the procedure color as the main color and then the provider color on the left hand side. Taking a look below, you'll find that all of your procedure codes are going to automatically be in this unassigned category. The reason for this is because we didn't want to assume what possible colors you might like for your procedure codes, so we have left that up to you to decide. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do to get started on setting some colors is create a new category. I have created a few in here already, but let's go ahead and create a new one together. To do that, you just want to hit new category up here in the right hand corner, and then it's just going to prompt you to type in a name for that category. I might, for example, go ahead and call this one exam. Now to save that, you can just click anywhere else on the screen, or you can hit enter on your keyboard. Once you have set the name for that category, you can then head over to the right hand side of that row and pick a color for that category. So I've decided that I'm going to want those procedure codes blue. So I'm just going to play around with the type of blue that I'd like. I think that's nice. And then once you're happy with it, you just go ahead and hit choose. As you can see now, the exam category now has the color of blue assigned to it. However, there's currently no procedure codes within it. So that's the next step that we're going to do, is add some procedure codes. So there's two ways that you can do this. The first way is to just search for the item code that you're after. So for example, if I was looking for an 011 that I want to include in that category, I could do that just by typing in 011. Alternatively, you can also open up the unassigned category just by clicking this little arrow here to expand it, and then you can scroll down the list of all the item codes that you have here and then select the one that you're after. Once you do have the item codes in view that you're looking to add to that category, all you need to go ahead and do is just tick the boxes of the required procedure codes. And then after that, you want to head down to this Move Selected To button at the bottom of the screen. Once you click on that, it's going to bring up all of the categories that you currently have. I'm wanting to add these to that exam category, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Once you've done that, it brings you back to the collapsed view of all your categories. And then if we go ahead and then expand that exam category, we can see that there's those two item codes that I've included and that there is the blue color assigned to them. This can, of course, be repeated for other categories as well. You can have up to 30 categories, which means you can have up to 30 different appointment colors based on procedure codes. So now that we have set the color layout and we have a few categories with colors and procedures associated, if we go ahead and head back over to the schedule now, we can see that all of the colors of the appointments have changed to that of the associated categories. And the same is going to happen if we go ahead and now book in an appointment. So if I were to book in an appointment for this afternoon, So I'm just going to bring up a patient here that we're going to book an appointment for. So I've just gone ahead and assigned the procedure codes 011 and 013 to the exam category, and I did make that color blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add the procedure code 011 to this appointment, and as you can see now, it's turned to that same blue color as I selected in the appointment colors screen. Now, as you may be aware, it is of course possible to add multiple procedure codes to an appointment, and you might come across the situation where you have two different procedure codes or three different procedure codes and they all have different colors assigned to them. So what happens in that situation? So it is actually nice and easy. So I'm just going to pop back up to settings and then back into the appointment colors area. Now, there is a priority number on each of these categories, and this is essentially going to represent the priority of that color. So as an example, if you go ahead and add both an 011, which is under the exam, as well as an 022 to the appointment, what's going to happen is that appointment is going to become the color of the blue exam because it is in priority number 1. But you can change this priority number if you'd like to as well, and it's as easy as a nice drag and drop. So just clicking this cluster of dots here on the left hand side, clicking and holding, you can just drag those into the order that you would like them to be. So if you have a patient that's both got an extraction code and an exam code on the same appointment, but you want the extraction color to be the one that appears, you would just go ahead and move that up to priority 1. Finally, as well, if you have created a category that you no longer need, you can go ahead and just hit this bin to delete that category. Any item codes that are remaining within that category, they're just going to be reallocated to the unassigned category for you so that you can go ahead and move them to a different category again later if you would like to. It is important to keep in mind with this feature that it is only possible to assign a procedure code to one particular category. It can't be in multiple categories, just the one. And just remembering that you can have up to a maximum of 30 categories as well. Have fun setting up your appointment colors, and if you have any queries or concerns at all, please feel free to send us an email at ascendteam@henryschein1.com.au.